there, Zesty Boys, and welcome back to the Zesty Podcast. My name is Tony Shire.
And I'm Mitchell Stonehands Gunn.
And today we are joined by a special guest, former middle school MVP, volleyball player in Lee County, Florida. Jared O'Connor is joining us today. Hey, Jared.
Yeah, we lost county final, so it was...
I'm honored.
Whose fault was it that you lost?
It was probably mine.
Probably your...
I pushed too hard. I was a pusher.
That's what you gotta do if you want to win finals.
If you want to get results, you gotta push.
You gotta push.
Sometimes.
You gotta make some kids cry, you know?
Yeah.
I was a big 8th grader.
I like
you gotta make the 6th graders cry, you know?
How big were you when you were in 8th grade?
Oh, about the same size I am now.
Really?
Yeah.
So you were about a big
8th
10,
grader.
yeah.
That's pretty good.
Well,
Buck 10 in 8th
when I
grade.
was in 8th grade, I was probably like
60-something%.
85 or something like that.
Well, now I'm 28 years old, and I am still the same weight and height.
So you
There are
peaked in middle
advantages.
school.
I peaked in
Wow.
middle school, yeah. Well, you opened with my peak, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this concludes the Zesty Podcast. We covered all of Jared's life.
Thanks, guys. It was
Yeah.
great.
No, but for real, Jared, tell the audience a little bit about yourself. I feel like they've come to know me and Mitchell.
They
Yeah.
know
We want to
so
know.
much about
Give
me.
us a 1-minute synopsis of your life while we berate you on it.
Yeah.
I don't know Mitchell at all, so this guy's a piece of
Yeah.
shit already.
So you've never listened to the podcast.
Well, I listened on the way down. I'm Tony's cousin, if
There you
he
go.
didn't explain that.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
Oh, is that as a
alert.
spoiler?
We were going to do
Yeah.
a DNA test at
Oh,
the end.
no. Oh, sorry.
That whole Maury
Oh.
thing, like,
Yeah,
played
we had a
out.
whole
Yeah.
thing. We've actually been in a writer's room for the past
Yeah.
10
You
hours
can't
trying to
have my
figure this
blood,
out.
Tony. I've
Really?
already said no once.
I'm going to
You
get
can't have
that
it
blood.
One way or the other. That blood will be mine.
You're drinking a
God.
Rolling Rock?
I'm drinking a
It's a
Yingling.
Yingling.
Yingling
Yeah.
traditional lager. Yeah.
Well, normally, for those who kept up with the Jared lore that we've never discussed,
Yeah.
Jared usually drinks Rolling Rock.
I do.
Fine
I'm a fan.
lager.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You can buy 30 of them for like $15.
Yeah, you can buy 30 Milwaukee's Best Lights for $11.
Well, I'm not.
That-
It is the
19
best light
years
beer
old.
in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
You don't have to be 19 to enjoy a nice craft beer.
Yeah. Legally, you cannot.
Crafted by Milwaukee's best brewers.
Oh, yeah, they sure are.
Jared, how often do people come up to you and say, like, use the joke, like, you went to Jared,
Oh,
or
no.
talk to you about, like, your Subway Jared?
My Subway
Did you
stint.
take any flack for that?
Luckily, I think people have the common sense to not
Good,
once
okay.
pedophilia
Yeah.
came out.
That's
Have
Yeah.
you ever had any run-ins with children and the
Now
law? I
answer this
suppose?
carefully, Jared, all right?
The law, children, no.
All right.
All right.
Jeez.
I teach above 18, so you know.
You're a
Uh,
teacher?
I'm a teacher, yes.
The professor.
There we go.
Professor,
You're a professor.
Professor
I am,
Jared
I'm an
O'Connor.
instructor.
Yeah, he's
yeah.
an instructor.
I'm an
He's
instructor.
currently getting his PhD in H.P. Lovecraft.
No
Which
way.
is a code for English, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Cthulhu and shit?
Cthulhu and all that shit.
That's awesome. I love Cthulhu.
Is it just English, or is it like a broader, or like a more like specific sect of English?
I burped in the mic.
Do
This
that
is
more
classy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Some people
study
are
post 1945 poetics and poetry.
Who's your
specifically.
favorite poet?
Yeah.
Frank O'Hara.
Okay.
He's great.
Is there any work by him that the average person would know?
What's his most
average is
popular?
an odd word. His
Yeah.
most popular is
The layman?
Yeah, the layman. His most popular is probably Having a Coke with You. It's a great poem
Oh.
about having a Coke.
Do you have
with
it
your lover.
memorized?
Yeah,
No.
can you recite?
How long is it?
25 lines, give or take.
Okay.
Long.
See, I like
lines.
poems that are haikus. What's your
like some
favorite? What's your
haikus?
favorite haiku? Jared?
I don't got one off the top, but we can make one.
Alright.
We got 575 right here.
Okay,
so
so
there you go.
Mitchell, you
I
start.
can't just
Five-
think of 5 syllables.
I can't think of 5. You just did
There
it.
we go. That's my 5.
I
Fuck
can't.
y'all.
I can't.
Syllables, but I'm an ass.
Whole liquor. My name Jared.
Oh, nailed it.
There we go. That was pretty good.
Alright, that is a copywritten podcast.
Yeah, no one can
copywritten
take that.
podcast exclusive. This will be on the Patreon. Make
Yeah.
sure you donate into the $1,000 a month category to get nude pictures from me and Mitchell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
hard to pass.
that is the gem of our Patreon account.
Exactly.
And we're still waiting for that first one, but
Yeah, no one's done it yet. But once someone does, we're set.
we might have to lower that down, maybe like the 500, 200 range. You know,
Okay.
I would shoot for 10 to 20.
I really
have-
I have no.
Start low.
Is that what my body's worth to you, Jared?
Your bodies were null and void to me.
My body, my body image has been going down recently,
Like
so.
your personal body image, or
Yes,
like
I'm
Why is that,
how other
Mitchell?
people view
I'm,
you?
just because I'm getting a little bit older, I'm just willing to sell the thing for cheaper,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what you meant.
Yeah.
by that. I
Gotta
thought
pay
you were
the
like,
bills.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta pay the bills.
We gotta get with Patreon. You can't just go for the 1,000 immediately. You gotta like get people. You gotta get the bait out there.
Is
go for the 10 or
Patreon
20.
the same thing as like OnlyFans?
no.
No.
Patreon's like a thing
It's
where
like
like
Grindr.
yeah, it's like
It's
Grindr.
just a straight grinder.
But you just like donate
With the
monthly,
Cash
and
App.
people who donate in certain tiers get certain rewards.
Mhm.
And I
To
we-
what? What do you donate to? Just certain projects?
Like
and stuff?
our Patreon says ZestyBoyz is making a podcast, and you can
Okay.
like donate to the podcast.
So it's like a Kickstarter, but not
it's,
really.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a Kickstarter that funds you
Yeah.
throughout.
Okay.
Like it's
Yeah,
a
okay.
monthly funding.
Yeah.
Like,
Alright, thank
yeah.
you.
There's a lot of YouTubers.
Well, that's
do it.
OnlyFans too. You're
Well,
supporting
OnlyFans
some
is just you
dude
show
taking
nudes,
off
yeah.
his pants. Yeah.
Why is it always
Why
a
did- why
dude,
did- why do we
Jared?
have-
Because I'm gay, so
Oh.
There we go.
It's like
Spoiler
parts of
alert.
those. Yeah, there's
Our-
another one for the DNA.
Our
Sorry,
second
guys.
gay person to ever be on the podcast.
Oh, I'm number 2.
Yeah,
first?
we gotta let the audience figure out who the first is.
Oh, no.
It's either Gleb or Joey,
That's a-
Or
That's
one of
a-
us.
or one of us, or both of us.
Oh, no.
If we're both half gay, does that
Yeah.
make one gay
I
person?
think so.
We have a
Math adds
resident
up.
gay expert now, so we can delve into all these topics.
I'm
This is
looking at the camera.
this is no longer
begrudgingly right
it's
now.
no longer offensive for us to make jokes at the
Yeah.
expense of the gay community
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we have a gay here.
It is.
A gay.
A gay. Did you see the
The one and only.
Did you, I think it was in Great Britain, the like business that didn't have a rainbow flag, and so they hung a twister mat during Pride.
Very
they
economical.
It's better than nothing.
I hope someone
suppose.
tore it down and played an impromptu game of Twister.
Do you
during
feel
Pride.
that you're from Lee County, Florida? Is that where you're from, or where
He's from the Black Hills.
where do you live now?
I live in Chicago, Illinois.
Okay.
Now, I grew up in the Black Hills of South Dakota, and then
Spearfish.
South Dakota,
Oh shit.
and then moved to
Sounds-
Florida when I was
Mhm.
in my early preteens, and then
His formative years.
in my formative years. Yes, they were very formative. Then went to college in Florida, got a degree in.
Where did you go in Florida?
I went to New College of Florida, which is a great little liberal arts school. Look it up; it's great.
New College of Florida.
Um,
New college.
You
yeah,
go
is
it still
sports
new?
team.
It's still new. Yeah, 55. No sports teams.
55
no, we have
people.
competitive sailing now. Actually.
Oh,
really?
that
It's,
sounds
yeah, and it's
terrible.
public, so don't worry. Like it's not as pretentious like
As it sounds.
As it sounds, yeah. Then I got a master's in Mississippi. I was there for 3 years, which is
Ooh.
hell on earth. Sorry,
Yeah,
to
Mississippi.
Mississippi. Yeah, it's a horrible place.
Yeah.
Hellscape.
That's where Tommy was born.
Really?
Jackson,
Oh
Mississippi.
That
yeah.
makes sense. What was it? Why were your parents? Oh, were you living over there then?
They just like left us at home.
Yeah.
They were going riverboat gambling on the Mississippi, and then like they're like,
No
"Oh
shit,
shit, there's a
right?
baby."
And they kept gambling
And
after.
they kept gambling. Yeah, they were like, "Ah, we'll put him in the tub or something."
And that's how Tommy came to be.
Exactly.
Rested. He's back now. I forgot. I keep getting lost on the Tommy
No,
lore.
no.
If you haven't been watching all of them, there is a Tommy lore we have
Yeah,
going on
a real
now, so-
story arc,
Yeah.
character arc for Tommy.
He died for a while.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Mitchell brought him back from
Brought
hell.
him back from hell.
Oh.
Yeah.
And now
from hell.
Yeah.
Tommy's the
Now
nicest
he's
man
now
in
he's
the
kind of
world.
like Mr. Tumnus, but with red skin and
Yeah.
cat eyes.
Tommy is by far the nicest
Yeah.
of the cousins.
He-
of my
he
cousins.
he
yeah.
used to be.
be.
Before he
By
fucking
far, he
died.
used to be.
I
He's
think
changed.
he fell off like a roller coaster. or
Yeah, I
something.
fell off a
Was that-
roller coaster,
Oh.
hit concrete.
You should
then
know
had a
this
heart
better
attack.
because it's your brother.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's why I'm explaining it. I do know it. I'm the only one who watches this podcast.
What is the average views, like the average view time for our podcast?
View time, I don't know, but I know on average we get about 50-ish views. I think the view time drops off right around 13 minutes for most people, but then there's I think there's like 6 or 7 people who listen
You
to the,
know,
at least on
there we
YouTube
go.
listen to the whole thing. I don't know how to
I
check
know one's
Spotify and
me.
iTunes.
You're diversifying right now.
We're
Yeah.
diversifying our
You're
portfolio.
diversifying.
We're getting
Yeah,
our
you got a
foundation.
gay. And
We have a
I mean,
gay.
he's another white dude.
We're gonna post it on
But, you know.
every kind of gay board we
Yeah.
can find.
Oh, yeah.
Just the pro gay
We need to get-
podcast of
The
the year.
gays, when something happens, you know,
Yeah.
they'll come together.
Let's
and
hope
they'll what the kids
All-
say, stan it, right?
All I
So,
can say is
don't
I
know.
hope they like this, because otherwise we are tanked.
Yeah, I hope so.
If you
If the
upset,
gay community doesn't like
if
this,
you
Because
upset
I've
the
walked
gays,
into this without really
we're
knowing.
canceled.
yeah, we're about to be canceled. How do you feel about James Charles, Jared? Do you even know who James
No,
Charles
I
is?
don't.
Was he the YouTuber?
He was the YouTuber who he does like makeup and stuff like that.
Oh,
He's really
that,
famous,
yeah,
and then he
yeah. Was on a CoverGirl commercial.
Yeah, and then he
Yeah.
also was like known for like forcing straight dudes to have sex with him.
Yeah.
That's a little.
Yeah.
Super exciting.
It's super awful.
Is he in jail
Yeah.
now?
No,
Really?
He's
No.
famous.
I thought they were.
It was a lot of coercion, is what I understand. Which
that
is
word.
Non-consensual
The
consent,
implication.
The
which doesn't
implication was
exist.
there. They could have said no, but they
the
wouldn't.
implication.
The implication's real
I think
bad.
that scene from Sunny where he takes
On
the
the
girl
boat,
out to the
yeah.
boat.
She's
She coulda
completely
said
safe.
no.
She knows
But
she
it's
can
the
say no. But it's the
implication.
implication of what might happen if she does. If she does.
I felt bad. I had a student write a paper about using him in a CoverGirl commercial,
Really?
and I couldn't tell her, couldn't break the truth.
Oh, she didn't know.
I had to let her.
Oh, you haven't
look
heard?
it up. You know, I was like, look this up.
Didn't do enough research.
Mm.
Jeez.
Yep, yep.
So you're a
Heartbreaker.
college professor, right?
Instructor, yeah.
Instructor,
I don't-
sorry.
Professors, when you're fancier than I
Yeah.
am. Yeah, I'm not very fancy.
That's
but yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Good
Yeah.
gig. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoy it.
And you're getting your doctorate in poetry, you said?
Yeah.
H.P. Lovecraft. How's
And
that
H.P.
going?
Lovecraft, yeah.
Specifically
It's
H.P. Lovecraft.
hard and arduous, and no one wants to
Yeah.
hear about it. So yeah.
His official major title is Cthulhu Haikus.
Cthulhu Haikus.
Dude, I need that.
That's a
Love-
terrible punk band name.
Cthulhu
Haikus.
Haikus. Sounds like
There's
a
for your
great.
listeners. Someone take that.
Yeah, we got a lot of punk bands who listen to this who don't have names yet. Unnamed punk
One of my
bands.
favorite things to do is go on Wikipedia, like any page, and then just find 3 random like words and make a punk band name out of it. You know?
Let's do that right now.
Yeah.
Does it matter what page?
Doesn't
Is
matter
it a
what
specific
page.
one you usually go to?
No, it's any page. I remember we had a couple like 13 car pile up and just like
Wikipedia.
That's
bucket.
not a band already.
it probably is, you know. And then there's
Log bucking. I don't know what that is.
there you go. There's one.
Bucking is the process of cutting a felled and delimbed tree into logs. All right, so
That's
you
a
just pick.
gloves
That makes sense.
You just pick 3 random words.
Yeah, you kind of gotta pick and choose. You can't just be like
Alright.
and the.
Sometimes measurement defects.
You got something there.
That's okay.
Yeah. See, it doesn't have to make
Measurement
sense.
defects.
Measurement defects.
Today I learned about a whole new genre of punk music.
What is it
Yeah.
called?
Porncore, I think.
Porncore. Dude, everything
Something like
with
that.
core on the end
Yeah,
is
hardcore.
great.
Yeah,
Metalcore.
as a to start with the downer aspect, it was a dude who killed 9 people in El Paso was in a
Oh.
band that was
Oh.
involved in this scene.
Mm.
But the
I mean,
scene was like, we just do it for
Porncore
fun. We just like being misogynist and all that shit. So
Okay.
yeah, it's an
Yeah.
interesting,
Yeah,
interesting
They have a
scene.
bad
Very
name
niche.
now.
Now they have
Well, they
that
don't
was
have
a
bad
whole.
name.
Of course, it was a Vice article, but
Oh,
it was
yeah.
like
Porncore.
them being like, we're not, endorsing violence
Porncore's
against people.
cool.
Yeah, it's great. I
Don't
don't.
worry,
We
guys.
just pretend to hate women.
It's just a joke.
It's always
What
a
the
joke.
God, why are you guys freaking out?
Yeah, dude.
So what? It's a joke.
Yeah, who would have thought that porncore would lead to some bad things?
Yeah.
I mean,
It should lead
think
to
that's
the
what-
opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah. It should just be a lot of orgies.
Yeah.
A lot of
Which I think is
orgies.
what this world needs. It's
Yeah.
just
A lot of
more
orgies.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not eyes wide shut kind of
Mhm.
orgies, but like
That's a terrible.
the good ones.
Orgies scare me, man.
What about
They're alright.
Caligula type?
We got an orgy. We gotta get
no,
this
I'm
around
just kidding.
Just kidding. Just
We're
kidding.
still
Future employers.
Don't worry. No.
Now the orgy community's gonna be pissed. They're
We're just
they're
trying
a
to get
tight knit
everybody.
community.
We gotta get more.
What constitutes an orgy?
I'd
5 or
say
more?
5 or more.
All right.
Alright, just to be sure.
Then
so,
yeah.
And then yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
there's
but-
people have different, definitions. And
Yeah, I feel like if it's 4, if it's 2 of, well, I guess it depends. If it's 2 of each sex, that's kind of, I don't know.
Well, that's a
more,
whole new topic,
Yeah.
right? What if there's no gender boundaries? What if everybody's into each other?
Yeah.
What if it was one sex entirely?
Just a whole
Is
lot
it a
of
numbers game?
I mean, some people, I'm sure it is about the numbers. Like world record orgy.
There, yeah,
You
I
won't
wonder
see
what
that in
that
the Guinness
is.
books.
I bet it. I guarantee it is.
In the books?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they do have some kind of
I mean,
racy
yeah.
stuff.
I doubt they put it in like.
What do
the
you think it
fucking,
is?
I think
Like,
it's the
book fair ones.
the entire.
No, not the book fair. The Scholastic Book Fair.
I used to buy those all the
Fourth
time.
grade Jared. Yeah. They're like,
Go
hey.
to page
Looks like
32
the
for
entire
orgy.
country of Pakistan joined in one orgy once.
What do you think the largest orgy is?
Do you think an orgy counts if there are 5 people in one room, 5 people in the other room, or is that 2 separate orgies?
I think that's
If the
two
doors-
separate
Two
orgies.
separate.
What if the doors open and you can switch rooms?
That's an orgy.
That's
one
a full
orgy.
blown
There's
orgy.
access, I imagine.
Yeah.
I would
If there's
count.
open
What if it's like
doors.
one bed over
Open doors,
this,
open hearts.
one bed over here, one bed upstairs, you're freely allowed to go up and down, but it's like a little difficult because you have to go upstairs.
It's still open doors.
It's still one orgy.
It's all about the access.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
if you can easily access the next room, that's all one.
It's
You
all
sound. You know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mitchell's frequent.
He's watched a lot of
Many,
orgies.
yeah.
I've seen
He's on the other side.
I've done a lot of
glass,
research of
also.
orgies.
Big swinger guy.
Is that-
That's what I'm getting my doctorate.
A Reddit mod
Congratulations.
r/orgy.
Orgy haikus.
Orgy. Group sex really really fun.
I hope to do it again.
Hell yeah, sex cool, man.
As always, Mitchell fucks it up.
Yeah,
Thank you all for
usually
listening.
happens.
I don't got
Yeah.
the syllables for
So
it, man.
if you were grading
No,
if you
just
were
kidding.
a poetry professor, I know you're just I
I'm
know
calling
you're just
you
an
professor for
instructor.
now on. I don't-
Professor Jared.
No,
what would you
please don't.
what would you grade or haiku? Or
The first
orgy
two
haiku?
stanzas were lovely.
Oh,
They were
excellent.
imaginative and they had a lot of fluid motion. It was
fluid.
narratological, as we like to say, and then it fell apart at the end.
Jared, I'm gonna start writing you letters so that one day when I die and someone's looking through my estate, they'll be like, "Wow, look at these guys! They're really good letter writers." Then we'll get published and be famous. But it's just gonna be stuff like, "How many people have to be in one room to have an orgy?"
Well, you're recording this one, so
Yeah, these are-
save.
the orgy archive.
The orgy archives. Oh no. Oh no.
It's taking a
Cousins.
Yeah, we
Should we
remember
talk
the
about
past
that?
podcast we were worried about them being too racy. Is that a fucking locust right there?
No, I think it's
It looks like a
Lint.
massive fly.
That is,
it's lint. It's
quite
my
large.
horsefly
Yeah.
collection.
Jeez.
no.
I know, if
You're
anyone
like
would
the guy
have-
in Silence of the Lamb.
Yes, I only
Yeah.
use the
Buffalo
skull,
Bill?
Oh, you're Buffalo Bill.
the skull
you
moth or
fuck me?
whatever. Fuck me. Goodbye. It's such a good song, though.
Yeah.
Lazarus.
Yeah, I like how in the past podcast we were worried about being too racy. Or like we'd say something slightly
I'm
like,
like, ooh.
and we're like, I don't know, and
Right.
then just fuck it, man. We're going all the way.
Did you have a cap on what you wanted to do?
We
How
said no
racy?
orgies.
Yeah.
No
and that was
orgies?
kind of the cap.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was-
sorry.
that was about as far as
10th,
we went.
10th
We get-
guest
we
or
get
10th episode.
We get
Yeah.
one gay on here.
Yeah.
One gay.
All the
Okay,
rules.
The whole thing goes to shit.
Sorry, y'all.
But we're
Just my
diversifying a little bit.
disposition.
So what are you doing down here in Georgia, Jared?
I am here as a resident fellow at an archive in Atlanta, Georgia.
Now, what does an archive worker do?
Who fucking knows?
Alright.
You look at shit. There's boxes of shit, and you say, I want to look at that thing, and someone brings you the thing, you look at it.
So so is it like I'm
figure out-
I'm some guy who's a higher up at the school? I say I need a poem by Edgar Allan Poe, and then you go in the archive and find Edgar Allan Poe, or is it like
No, because that stuff is like public. Most archive stuff is not published. So it's just like a lot of ephemera. So it's like a lot of letters, a lot
from
of like
like how do they get
drawings.
this archive?
This guy that I'm working on, his archive, he died in South Africa a few years ago, and then he donated it all to the university I'm going to, shipped it all over, and so it's just a bunch of shit that no one's really looked at.
So it's just stuff that he's written and then just like put.
No,
in a
it's
box?
just a collector. Sorry, yeah.
Oh, so he just
Just
finds stuff
collector,
from like random
finds
people. Like there
collect-
could
yeah.
be a dude named like Jim who's on the road like selling poems, $5. And he
Yeah,
buys
well,
one.
these guys are all legitimate career poets that
Okay.
I'm looking at. So they're
So
like
they're
60s.
homeless people.
Yeah, they're homeless people. No, they all live in like the village. They're all like came from the New York School, which is like the 1960s, and they're all like young 70s poets.
So they were in leisure suits.
And they're in leisure
Like
suits.
Bobby Brown
No, they're all
from-
hippies.
Bobby Brown.
Yeah, doing a bunch of acid
Making
and writing poems.
Bobby Brown by Frank Zappa. Ever heard that song?
Bobby
That's a
Brown.
great-
Yeah.
It's a good song.
Banger.
Zappa's wild.
He is a crazy person.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
He has a nice stash.
Yeah.
Good stash.
Do you think you could still make a career in poetry, like just writing poems? I'm sure there's.
I know some people.
He's
Yeah.
trying right now.
Are you?
No,
Yeah.
I don't write poems.
And give
Not
us your
really.
best poem.
No,
Yeah.
no, I don't
Right-
got anything
right
popular.
now.
You're a poem guy, right?
I
Yeah.
think that orgy one was pretty
Yeah,
good.
it was
I'll
pretty
take
good.
that.
I mean,
yeah.
how does it feel knowing that's your best poem as someone who likes poetry?
It feels pretty good. I mean, I regret that last
This is gonna be your
line,
only
you know.
published poem.
God damn
Beauty
it,
is in the eye
Mitchell,
of the
really.
beholder.
Let's write
Yeah, I'm trying.
There's stuff out there if you look.
Let's write
You'll
like
find it.
a Greek epic, like the Odyssey right
Yeah,
now.
okay.
We'll take turns every stanza.
So we need.
You're gonna have my.
I'll be the blind
How
guy
are we
who
gonna
probably
write
didn't
it?
actually exist.
Are you gonna write it in meter? Or are we gonna do like the whole thing?
We're gonna do the.
Free
We're not
verse?
gonna do the metric system.
We're gonna do free.
How about a
verse.
limerick?
The metric system.
limerick.
How about a sonnet?
Okay.
There once
I'd
was
do
a
a
man
song.
from Peru who dreamed he
14
was eating a
lines?
shoe.
A B A B C D C D C D.
And once there was a man from Nantucket. He used to have a.
A big old bucket.
Yeah, that's the only thing that rhymes with Nantucket.
But then he would take it out back and fuck it.
And his wife, she done took it.
Aw, fuck that up.
Close rhyme. It's a near rhyme.
A slant rhyme.
It's a free verse poetry.
Mm-hmm.
Depression. I hate eggs. Hitler.
Wow.
That's my free verse poem.
Dude, yeah,
what does
I
it
thought-
mean?
You know,
There's
it's
gonna be
a
lit-
commentary on the Cold War.
Exactly. It's gonna be lit teachers who say like, oh yeah, the egg represents the.
You know, the
So
birthing
egg-
of a new, free capitalist
Exactly.
system.
See,
No, I
this is
think
how-
it's the
you know.
fragility of the Soviet Union. That's what it is.
Absolutely.
This is why
That's the
poetry
first
is
smart thing you've
dumb.
said today, bitch.
Thank you.
I was analyzing my poem.
And Hitler is actually.
Depression. I hate eggs. Hitler.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be written
My
like
beer's empty.
Yeah.
That's a tragedy.
depression. I hate eggs. Hitler in the bottom left corner.
Like, I hate eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like,
You're using the page.
Exactly.
The pegnation.
The
Yeah.
what?
The pegnation.
Peg Nation.
Peg Nation.
Peg Nation
I'm saying
sounds like
that.
some weird
It's
like
totally
Give us a
wrong.
poetry
sex
term.
community.
Just in general.
Give us a poetry term that just sounds super fancy right now.
Like
Like Peg Nation or something.
Like Peg
A
Nation.
I like an afro is a good one.
An
afro.
That's an easy one though. That's like
That
the
sounds like some
No
weird
idea
like
what that
organization.
Yeah.
This is an
afro.
afro.
I'm trying to. Sibilance is a good one.
Sibilance?
Yeah, that's like when you have a lot of S sounds or consonant
Oh,
C's
so like
going through a line.
I like
it's
alliteration.
Sammy's slippery snake sucked
Yeah, that's sibilance.
some
Steaks.
S's.
Sally sells seashells down by the sea floor.
Seashore.
Sure.
Shit.
How did you mess that
I
up?
know you nailed it the whole way down, dude.
Sally sells seashells.
Sally sells hot dogs.
Because I'm an asshole. Sorry.
Hey.
I just like being mean to new people, especially straight men. It gives me a lot of like happiness.
Bold of you to assume he's
Yeah,
straight.
how do you know?
Well, I was
Wow.
signaled by the many comments
I'm-
earlier. I imagine you make a lot
That
of
we were
gay
so
jokes on
excited
this
to talk to a gay
podcast.
person.
Yeah, you're like, there's
Yay!
one. Where'd you both go? You went to the same school? And the,
Yeah.
No, we did not go to the same school.
Wait,
In high school?
in high school.
Oh,
yeah.
you didn't
Yeah.
go to Podunk?
No, I didn't go to old Podunk. No, I did go to Podunk.
PU.
Or did you
Podunk.
go?
I went. Wait, were we talking about high school or college?
College.
No, I went to Kennesaw State, and then I'm going to Georgia.
You went to Kennesaw State?
Yeah.
Kennesaw State?
Kennesaw State,
Yeah.
down
I
up
went
there
to
in
Georgia Southern.
Marietta.
Yeah.
Statesboro.
Podunk University.
Podunk.
Known for our Peg Nation.
I'm kind of a snob now after living in the South.
Yeah.
I really did not like it.
Your
Mm.
date-
It was scary.
How do you feel
man.
about Ole Miss?
It's fucking.
Yeah, Mississippi seems like the worst place to be as a gay man.
It was terrible. I got held up one night with
Really?
2 guns. Yeah,
Oh,
I was
shit.
terrified.
Was it
more
2
than-
people or one guy with 2 guns?
2 dudes, 2 big.
Give me all your
What about-
stuff. Well, who do I hand them to? Just put it in my pocket.
No, they were more like, "We're gonna kill you, faggot."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it take your money?
No, they just pointed guns in my chest.
How'd they know you were gay?
Because I was
Was it-
being like fun in a
Oh,
bar
okay.
with some
Oh.
friends, and we
God.
made. I was being myself.
Yeah.
I was existing in the world.
You can't do that.
No, it was a pretty terrible. Education was fantastic.
How'd you get out of that situation?
Friends came out in the alley. I was in an alley.
Why were you in an alley?
Because it was where I worked, so there's a little alleyway
Oh.
to smoke. Yeah, I'm a smoker. Don't smoke, kids.
Yeah. Aren't you trying to actively quit smoking?
I am.
How's
Not
that
doing
going?
a great job today, though.
And
Tony
I
has
I
caught
saw
me.
you smoke like 6 cigarettes right before this podcast.
Yes, yes,
Chain
yes, you did.
smoking.
I was chain
Chain
smoking.
smoking,
I was
light blue American
nervous.
spirits.
I was
One
yeah.
puff and
I was-
fucking cowboy killers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you
No.
don't. He don't smoke Marlboro Reds. I would expect you to be a Turkish royal man.
No,
You seem
it
like
tastes bad.
you're
If
like,
I'm gonna kill my body, might as well taste good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like with chocolate chip banana bread.
Ugh, I'm disgusted.
We made
ruined
banana
my
bread this
banana
morning,
bread.
and I put about 2 pounds of chocolate in
You
it.
know, I was going to bed last night, and I was like, I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna tell Tony, like, let's make some banana bread. It's gonna be great.
And we did.
We'll bond.
It's
And
delicious.
then Tony ruined it by putting about
You're
3
the one who
cups
put-
of chocolate chips.
You're the one
in
who
it.
put vanilla extract into banana bread. There's already natural vanilla like notes in bananas. I don't know. I'm a complete guess.
That's why you put vanilla extract to
No,
bring
see,
the vanilla out.
We
of
should have
the
put
bananas.
almond extract. That would have been good. We also made sour milk out of milk and limes.
Oh no, we're
Sounds
just
pretty
gonna...
gross, man.
It was pretty
Not gonna
good.
lie.
Solidified.
That's just
Yeah.
buttermilk. That's
No,
all
it's
you're
lime,
making.
it's lime
That's
milk.
all you're making.
Why not everyone-
That's all buttermilk is soured milk.
Well, why does it know they call it sour milk?
Because the people will be like, it's sour. You don't want to drink this
Well,
milk.
It's just bad milk.
Do you
Yeah.
drink buttermilk?
You shouldn't.
Why?
Because it's sour. You can bake with it though.
What'd you cook for
Because it's
dinner?
vinegar.
For dinner, ribs and brats.
Ooh, brats. I like brats.
They were good.
Big brats guy.
We got this is the first time we got brats that were from the meat counter instead of the prepackaged ones, and they were really good. Would recommend going to a butcher and getting them.
Yeah.
We went to a Publix, not a
Just
butcher.
watch them butch it in front of you. That's
Butch
what
it.
they call it? Butching?
Butch.
Slaughter,
Butching.
I think, is actually the
Nah,
nomenclature.
butch.
No, because slaughtering is to kill. Butcher.
Oh, I thought you
to
meant
butch.
with the pig and
Oh.
behind the
I
wall.
like the
there.
wax
Butch it
paper
from-
they wrap meat in.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it just
Yeah.
seems so satisfying to see a wrapped up steak with
Yeah.
a sticker on
Reminds
it.
me of art class or something.
Yeah.
Like
Reminds me of meat.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense because it actually is.
It is
meat.
It is meat. What's your favorite
Why,
meat, Jared?
why art class?
Reminds me of.
His teacher made him do a lot of
Yeah.
stuff with meat. It
I
was
had
weird.
to butch back in art class.
Come to think of it, I was in trade
Yeah.
school to be a
Shit.
butcher for a while.
That's what they did at Norfolk Art. They didn't have art class. They
They called it
slaughter
art class, and
Yeah.
you just have to slaughter a pig.
Yeah. Exactly.
Wait,
Yeah.
there's-
You had to
there's an
raise it
art
the
to that,
entire
I guess.
year and then just fucking butch it right there.
And
You have to
butcher.
name it.
Yeah,
and
I grew up
everything.
with it.
They
Mine was
really wanted
Stella.
you to.
Stella. Mine was named
Yeah.
Jared, because I
Oh.
didn't know we were gonna have to kill it. I was like, this is my favorite pig, and they're like, oh, you gotta kill it. I'm like, all right.
I don't care.
I've been preparing for this day.
It's a bummer. It's a real big bummer.
Yeah, and I botched it too. I failed that
Yeah.
class. It was just a pile of
Just paralyzed the pig.
It was like masticated meat,
Yeah.
just like.
Yeah.
That was a noise it made when you slapped it. Just
remember-
an entire pig that I hit with a hammer so many times.
I remember one time we had a snake underneath our porch at our house,
Mhm.
and I had to go kill it. For some reason, we couldn't just let it go.
Son, go kill that snake, and you'll be a man. Daddy, I don't wanna.
I threw a cinder block on top of it, thinking it would kill it, but it was on soft ground, so it just hit it and pushed it into the ground. It was freaking out. So then I took a shovel and tried to hit the top of it a couple times, and it was just freaking out more. And it was a really brutal
Why don't you cut off
20-minute
his
kill.
head?
I was an idiot.
Did I tell you the story of the
Just
time I
shove
tried
that
to
fucker
eat a
right there.
squirrel? I killed one with a BB gun, and then tried to skin it and just botched it.
Ugh.
There was a way to skin it where you
Cut
kind
from the
of cut.
sternum to the asshole.
Yeah, you basically, and then you step on the tail and just pull the skin straight off. Tail ripped off first 2 seconds, so I just was trying to whittle the skin off of this still warm squirrel, and I just felt disgusted. Ugh. It was just like a pulp of squirrel. By the end, I was not able to eat the delicious squirrel, and I was killed for no reason, and now I'm haunted by the squirrel ghost.
I hope you are.
I
You
deserve
have
to
it
be.
coming.
Yeah, I don't think I could skin. I don't think I have the heart to do it. I just the sternum to asshole thing just kind of freaks me out.
See, Jared's a vegan.
No, I'm not.
Oh wait, no, you're just an asshole.
Yeah.
Very similar, but you were a vegetarian for a
Oh,
while.
well, it's not that long. Just a couple years.
That's pretty long.
Yeah.
A couple years.
What did you eat that was protein as a vegetarian? Did you like eggs and shit?
Eggs and beans.
So vegetarians can eat eggs, right?
Lots of fruit and vegetables.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
everyone can eat fruit and vegetables.
Yeah, but you get a lot of protein.
Did you know Sour Patch Kids aren't vegan?
Do you? Oh yeah.
Oh, aren't they? They're made with they have gelatin.
They're made with hide.
Oh.
There's leather.
Leather bag.
I was gonna say horse.
Traces of leather.
I don't know.
It's like dog. Isn't dog food made of horses or something like that?
No.
Or glues made of horses?
Did you know dog food
That is-
actually?
I thought that's what.
When
yeah.
dog food says made with real chicken, whenever there's baby
Pretty
chickens
dope.
at chicken plants and stuff, they only need 1 rooster per 1,000 chicks. So when they
Really?
find a male chick, they just toss it in a grinder, and that's
Damn,
the real
bro.
chicken that dog food is made with. Is
God.
ground up roosters.
Poor roosters, man.
Yeah. You ever tried
sad.
Rooster Booster energy drink from Quick Trip?
Nope.
It's pretty tasty.
Yeah.
It's like Vault Energy, where it's not like an
Dude, I
energy
forgot
drink. It's
about
just
Vault.
super thick soda.
Yeah.
It's quite delicious.
And this podcast is sponsored by.
This podcast is brought to you by Rooster Booster energy drink at the Quick Trip
The
gas
Quick Trip.
station. They're
This podcast is actually brought to you by
Rose Creek Guitars, our only sponsor. Next 10 subscribers will get Probably nothing.
Yeah, no,
honestly.
don't. I'm about to say, a
Is
free
that a-
guitar.
Is that a real sponsor?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
wow!
it was pretty
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's his dad.
Oh,
He doesn't know about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just take money from him.
Oh.
He's a
And
very
put-
he's a
put
very
in the-
skilled acoustic guitar craftsman.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
He is.
Rose Creek guitar.
Makes them out, carves them out.
Carves them out
Wow,
himself.
that's
Goes, cuts down the
beautiful.
tree outside.
Takes a full redwood and
That's
just
not
carves
true.
a straight guitar out of it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Cuts up
exactly
the
how
line there.
No
woodworking
cuts. Yeah.
works.
Just whittles a guitar.
Yeah. And it takes like 5 minutes, too. It's kind of creepy.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow! Wow! Nice
He
and
shuts
quick.
the door and starts whittling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes
That's
that
the noise whittles. He just makes out with his mouth while he's
Yeah.
whittling.
Yeah, he actually just buys a guitar online,
Yeah,
pretends he's
his Amazon just scratches like the Gibson logo off and just like puts a Rose Creek inlay.
Yeah.
He's just an inlay maker, really.
Yeah, exactly.
His guitars have been featured on TV shows like The Voice.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So if you're in the
Yeah,
market
big.
for a new handcrafted acoustic guitar, come on down.
No further.
What's your street address, Mitchell?
That would be.
We'll just put
Honestly,
the
Rose Creek.
we'll put the coordinates in the video again right there. I'm not gonna do it. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna
You did it
watch
once.
this. Yeah, I did it once.
I've done that so many times. You said you're gonna do it, and you never do.
Yeah, I never showed that picture because
Yeah.
there's twice that I was supposed to show a picture of me like sleeping like weirdly bent over,
Yeah.
and I've forgotten both times.
Yeah, you know they
Well, I'm
say.
glad you're telling your listeners how
Yeah.
you're not doing something.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what listeners? You
Yeah.
know? We'd have to have listeners before we have listeners we lie to.
Hey,
Yeah.
I got like 300 Twitter followers. I post this on there. We can get
Oh.
like 2 more. You
How
know, 2 more listeners.
How many of them are gay?
250.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
now we're cooking with gas.
This is what I gotta do every week. Just get another
Another gay.
like
A
minority
gay.
or something like that. On
Oh
here.
yeah,
yeah,
you
that's
get the
exactly what people love to hear. Minority
We need
baby.
token minorities.
I'm from
Love
Forsyth
it.
County. What can I say?
Are you considered a minority being
No,
gay?
I am a white man.
I meant niche communities. I don't know. Yeah.
Niche peoples.
Yeah. What if we got like
We can make a board that like that we cross out once we get one. Like,
Yeah.
like oh, we got a gay. And we cross that gay box.
yeah, we're getting real.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I don't know
We,
what
we
other
also
gay
got a,
stuff
we
I
also
can
got a
get to you.
nerd on this one too.
Yeah.
So that's 2 for 1.
I teach a lot of gay stuff. I
Like
teach,
what? Like poetry?
like queer theory and stuff.
Queer theory? Why don't you just
What
call it
does that
query?
entail?
Query, because that's already a word.
What-
That's a question. Like I have a query.
Query.
I have
I
a
have a
great idea
query.
for a class title: New Queries in Queer Theory.
New,
Isn't that
new
great?
queries and
That's
queer
pretty good.
theory.
That's pretty good, right? Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
And so what are you teaching query?
Lots of stuff.
Like what?
Gender Trouble by Judith Butler. Lots of youth
Oh, I've heard of
Sedgwick.
Judith Butler.
Lots of
Judith Butler.
like what you get in your general queer theory classes.
Is it like sex ed but for like grinder?
No,
Oh.
it is not. No, because those 2 things are kind of the same.
Grinder and sex ed?
Yeah.
I mean, I
People
guess
are
you
having
learn,
sex on Grindr. That's what Grindr's used for.
you learn things about yourself. I don't know
Yeah,
how much,
in
how
both
much
situations, you learn things about sex. Let me tell you, my early 20s for a hoot nanny.
How many years have
Oh,
you been
no.
been instructing? How many years now?
5?
5. How was that first year? Was it intimidating for you?
It was horrible. I was in Mississippi, and
Oh, shit.
here we are back
I
again.
have an idea for a class. We're gonna call it queer theory.
They're like,
Was it
run
your
me out of
students
town.
that held you up?
I no,
Took you
God,
right out of
probably
class.
maybe. I was teaching business composition,
Oh.
and I am not a business scholar. I don't know how to teach business. I never
Mhm.
worked at a business.
Yeah.
You've never worked at
so
a business?
I worked at restaurants, but that's not like a business. They wanted you to teach like how to write letters and memos, and I don't fucking know how to do that. So
Yeah.
I taught the
Googled
history
it.
of capitalism, and
Yeah.
I got a lot of complaints.
Yeah.
A lot of complaints.
Was it very anti-capitalism?
Not anti, but it was like the history of the Industrial Revolution.
No.
Like
Which is a
rooted
good
in
thing.
Marx, so we read Marx, and then we
Yeah.
went through
Karl Marx.
old Carl
I like him.
with a K.
The guy wrote like Magic Tree House, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's the husband of the the teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
redhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miss
Ah.
Frizzle.
Miss
Miss
Frizzle, they're
Frizzle.
married. Yeah, she
Karl
kept her
Marx
name.
and
She's
Miss
a
Frizzle.
feminist. Yeah.
Wow.
Yikes.
Yeah. So what
We draw the line of gays, no
No,
feminists.
that's alright.
I
We
didn't
don't want
know.
those in here.
Male gays. That's
Male gay, yeah, no lesbians.
That's our line.
Yeah.
Jesus Fucking Christ.
What's your opinion
How
on,
did I get here? How did I get here? Help! Help!
We're actually holding two guns under the table, Jared, right now.
It's Mississippi all over again. Georgia now.
Honestly, you're not in much, in Forsyth County, you're not in much better of a location.
Oh, I dress straight when I drive here.
Yeah.
You dress straight? Is this you dressing straight?
No, this is
now?
me catching wearing a t-shirt. Shorts. My shorts are longer
with a
than
vague
yours.
white stain right there. We'll zoom into it.
Yeah.
We don't know what
That's a
that
cup.
is.
That's a cup. I sucked some
Toothpaste.
dick in a gas station earlier. That's,
All right,
yeah.
I'm not the one who said it.
What would be dressing
Piece of
straight for
shit.
you?
I wore a collared shirt and khaki shorts.
Okay.
So kind of what
So like
you're
a frat
wearing
guy.
right now.
Yeah.
Just because we wear khaki shorts
Yeah.
doesn't make us straight.
How dare you?
You complimented me on my
Yes, it
shorts
does.
earlier.
You're right. Yeah.
Oh no.
Starting
And
a
so
sexuality war.
Yeah.
Gay versus straight.
Yeah.
well,
Sounds
we
like a
will
weird
win.
porno
We're
title.
crafty. Oh, that is yeah. There's probably volumes 1 through.
We'll title
207
this
of
"Straight
that.
Goes Gay" and just post it on a bunch of really weird
Pornhub.
websites. Yeah,
Pornhub. It'll get
Pornhub.
5 million hits.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's straight to gay shit. That sells like Game Busters.
Like what?
Like straight to gay porn.
What's Game Busters?
Like Game Busters. Like that's a phrase. That's a common. Game Busters. God damn it, Tony.
That sounds common phrase.
I've never. Yeah.
Really?
What does it mean?
It's going fast. It's on the hotcakes.
I mean, I understood what you said, but I got what you meant. But never in Game Busters before.
Okay, well,
hotcakes.
look it up. Yeah, like
Hotcakes.
hotcakes. That one works a
Game
little more.
Busters. I'm gonna start using that. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
Your dad will know it. I
Yeah.
guarantee. I'm not that old, but
Let's
I
call
just.
him up. Let's get Rick on the podcast.
Oh, his
We
name's
should.
Rick?
We got him
Good,
through
yeah.
Skype.
We should do more
Every
calls.
dad's name is named Rick.
Rick.
Yeah.
Yeah, his dad's name
My
Rick.
dad's
Really?
name's Rick.
My dad's
My dad's
name's-
Bill.
It's William Richard Gunn.
William.
William.
Is it? No, it's not.
Gunn
William
with
Richard
two,
Gunn. I think
with
that's
two, with 2 N's, or just one.
There's no
Gunn,
way.
yeah,
Is your
two N's.
dad's name
That's
actually
my-
William?
Yeah.
That's my dad's name, and
Really?
his dad's name's Rick.
Yeah.
So
William
maybe
Richard
your
Gunn.
dad just wears 2 different hats when like
What's your dad look like?
makes guitars a lot. Now that I come to think of it, lives in Rose Creek.
Woodworking.
Woodworking, worked at the school system for a
He
while.
lives a triple life.
Yeah,
I
triple
suspect.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 cars.
Maybe it's a quadruple.
3 names. Oh,
Hey,
wow.
we don't know about the other one.
They're
Yeah.
Canada.
What if it's just one of your students?
No, it's a fine.
Have you ever
Everyone's consenting. They're
ever had a
18.
relationship with one of your students?
No, absolutely not.
That's a
No,
career killer.
You said that real fast.
Absolutely
Like,
not.
That's good. What's that
Absolutely
face you're
not.
making?
When I was 23
Professor.
and teaching, when I was 23 and I was teaching like 21-year-olds, like they were cute and they flirted with me, but like
Yeah,
no.
No.
Never,
Did you-
Jesus
never.
Christ, Tom! What
That's
the
scary, I'm sorry.
fuck?
Look, Tommy lives. Yeah,
Ugh.
there he is.
Gross
Jesus
looking.
Christ!
What are
Look
you
at his fucking hind legs
And my
his
favorite
red
cousin
skin.
has entered the room.
Why is your tongue forked?
God, your eyes are
Tom,
sideways like a
sorry.
goat. What is wrong with you?
Alright, well, he's going to practicing his Latin by writing on the walls again.
Yeah, I can't.
Oh, Tommy.
The driveway was just splattered in blood when I got here. Just a goat with a severed
It's,
head.
I mean, but my parents keep saying it's a phase, he'll grow out of it. And then he's like,
no.
he's at dinner.
Yeah.
Only,
Just floating
he only
around.
eats virgins now,
Yeah.
which is really
Christ.
difficult to do.
Yeah.
Just gotta find virgins
Are you on the
for
menu
me.
for tomorrow?
Maybe.
We've been talking about Tony could be the hottest twink on the market.
Yeah.
You know.
You can pull.
I
You
can-
can
I can
pull.
pull.
I could. Let's come down to Atlanta while I'm working there.
We'll
man.
go to Church Bar in Atlanta.
I don't-
We'll go to Church Bar in
we can-
Athens.
I'll
to see
find us a-
Mitchell is going to be a Church Bar. Every time I've gone downtown with Mitchell, we've ended up at Church Bar.
Mitchell.
We do go to
Is there
church
something
bars.
you want to talk about?
No, I told
Guys.
you, the mystery gay has been revealed.
No, it's just a
It's
clue.
actually not me.
At
Church
300
bars.
subscribers, Mitchell will come out on the podcast.
We reached
And we're
500.
dating because
Yeah.
I'm the only gay person he knows.
Nah, did you go to church bar? You meet.
Every gay in Athens,
Yeah,
and
that's
they're
where they
all,
all are.
it's aggressively gay.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
We can find a little gay dive bar. I'll throw you in there. I bet you
I
get.
think-
throw
I-
you in
I will ride. I'll ride off you
Just
all night.
storm you
Like,
like
I'll
World
just
War
get
Z
free
zombies.
drinks all night. This is my best friend.
One of my
yeah.
friends
I'm not gonna
from
play the cousin
the swim
card.
club is gay, and so we went to gay bars down in.
Oh, you know two?
I know a few.
Wow.
I know a
Wow.
few gays.
I'm trying to think of
But
other
we went
people.
to, I think it was Midtown in Atlanta, where they have like the rainbow sidewalks. and we were like in this gay bar, and it was really fun. And then this one guy came up, he's like, "What's up, straight guys?" to me and my other friend who was also straight, and we're like, "How'd you know?" He's like, "You can tell." I'm like, "Okay, goodbye." And then he tried to add me on Facebook, and apparently he's like this real creepy predatory guy that he adds everybody on Facebook and then tries to like coerce them,
Jeez.
as James Charles does.
Good vocab.
Coerce. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about
Peg
coercion.
Nation.
Peg Nation.
Peg Nation,
Af-
that's-
He
af-
coerces me.
Jesus.
But is the bottom word.
Oh no. Oh no.
But I decline.
This is the most progressive podcast I've ever heard. Right? Really
Yeah, I've only
broken
listened
down
to
there.
one, so
One podcast ever?
One
Yeah.
ever.
Dan Carlin's Hardcore History, then you're jumping straight to the Zesty
Yeah,
podcast.
Yeah.
that is a good podcast. So.
Dan Carlin?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's
good
good.
stuff. Good stuff. Good
Don't
stuff.
give people free advertising.
Yeah.
Sorry. Well,
Make
I
sure
like
you
Dan
the-
Carlin. You're a good writer, Dan.
Dan
Keep
Carlin,
writing.
what are some other good podcasts? Joe Rogan, go watch him instead of this one. This,
Yeah.
I mean, you're late enough in. We got what we
Go
need.
support
Armchair
the big
experts,
boys, not the
that's-
local businesses.
Yeah,
That's my
you got to
favorite.
support the Walmarts of podcasts.
Yeah.
Don't shop at us local businesses because we're gonna overcharge you.
We're like the Food Lion.
Well, if we
of
were giving you any
podcasts.
quality content.
Yeah, we don't really have quality content. It's like paying $5
I'm just being mean.
We're like
for
a
someone to
phone-
like flick you like somewhere, like right in your forehead. It's like
Wait.
it doesn't hurt too
Yeah.
bad, but it's just really annoying.
You told me I should be prompted with things to talk about.
Yeah.
Did we
Did
hit
you
all
bring
the-
anything to talk about?
I mean, I had things.
All right. What's your first thing to talk
I don't
about?
know. We talked about it already.
Okay. What's your second thing then?
No, I TV. That was my first
Oh,
thing.
TV.
Yeah.
All right.
What's your favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show: The Lord of the Rings.
That is
Fuck off,
not
no.
a television show.
I
Or
watch it on a
listen,
TV.
I'm
I mean, I
gonna
guess
slice
so.
your face off, fucking Buffalo Bill style, and wear you around.
Make
Get
it
laid in a
like-
twink
Oddly
bar.
specific. Do they have
Slice your
just like
cute nose off.
They can slice that little nose. So do they have twink bars or is it
No.
like okay?
I mean, Chicago, there's like twink heavy bars, and there's
Oh.
like daddy bars.
Which is the gayer city, Atlanta or Chicago?
Chicago.
Yeah, I could have guessed.
Wait,
that.
I would
what's a
say
daddy?
Chicago is probably the gayest city.
Yeah.
Wait, so,
Maybe LA. I don't know.
so
San
give,
Francisco?
give us like
San
the,
Francisco, it's like that's like pop gay though. That's like boring gay.
give us like the tier system for
Homonormative.
gays,
Yeah.
like from twink to bear. Like what
I'm
is
gonna
it?
fuck it up. I only know like 5. So it's
What do I
twink.
know?
Twink is like low
Yeah,
tier.
you.
That's me.
It's you. You and Tom are twinks.
I'm a
That's
twink.
it. Tom's not a twink. He's
Tommy's
too
a step
bulky.
Well, now he's all on
He-
fire, so
Yeah.
now he's kind of
He's
like
a
charred
twink versatile.
Yeah.
Those are
He's
that's
like
a
the
sex
utility
position.
guy.
One's a sex position.
Tommy's a
and one-
power bottom.
That is just a Jesus fucking Christ.
Alright, so we got
no,
twink.
I quit.
We got twink,
Oh,
power bottom.
delete
What's
this.
the next
I
one?
redact. I rescind my rights. A twink, a power bottom. No, a twink, an otter.
An otter?
Wait, is that actually real? Like,
Yeah.
okay.
An otter. You're
That's
Mitchell's
an otter?
kind of an I bet
Mitchell's an otter.
Mitchell probably has a
He
hairy
always
chest.
floats on,
I have
always
the
floats on his
least
back.
hairy chest
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, like guys
He
with
floats
like
on his back, uses tools
Yeah.
a little bit.
he has
I have
big
a-
teeth.
Big
Yeah.
teeth.
Yeah.
He does have big teeth.
Otters are like young guys who are hairy.
Oh.
I could
And
see
so
that.
that's like a young bear.
A young bear.
A young
Exactly.
bear.
But those
Okay.
are cubs. Because otters
What
are
are
still
old otters called?
Beaver?
just
Beavers?
old men. Just beavers.
Gopher?
Gopher.
A mole?
Caddyshack.
I love that movie.
It's an alright movie.
I watched it recently. Actually,
On
liked it a lot.
Netflix.
Maybe.
It
No,
recently
I watched.
was
My dad
on
has a
Netflix.
VHS. I have a VHS player.
Oh, do you still
Yeah.
have one? Oh.
I got rid of my. I just left my VHS player in Statesboro because for a while I just only watched VHSs.
Really?
Harry Potter 2,
Good movie.
Secondhand Lions, or Secondhand Lion.
Never seen it.
We Bought a Zoo.
You had that on VHS?
No.
That's pretty recent.
That was two truths and a lie. You had to pick one and you guessed right.
Well, you like being queued up for a game. I'm not playing.
Oh,
Yeah.
alright.
Really floats
So
my
we got
boat.
Twink Otter,
Fucking hate you.
Next one.
Twink otter, cub, bear.
Cub
Daddy.
Bear. Wait, so Daddy's bigger than Bear?
Well, they're like
Daddy's a
daddy
gay term?
bears.
What is a daddy?
I don't know. Basically, if like older man that's not like super hairy. Like
This
you could be
is-
like
this
a
is
like
leather
Mr.
daddy.
Clean.
So
Like-
yeah, Mr. Clean is a daddy.
Howie Mandel is a daddy.
Yeah, Howie Mandel is a daddy. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow.
No reservations
What
on
is
that
Terry
one.
Crews?
Terry Crews is also a daddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Young Matthew McConaughey. Like in Dazed and Confused. Welcome to Twinker Daddy. The new
I don't
game show.
know. I get, like,
Where we
nothing.
ask the
See, the
gays.
problem, I
Yeah.
guess, like, the gays, there's no gays watching this, but if there's any gays out there, you can correct me. There's, like, a whole
Would
tier
you
of them.
mind if we started a segment on this show every week where we call you and give you a name and ask you what tier of gays that
Welcome,
person is?
Absolutely.
What tier? That is an S tier gay. That is the min-maxed otter.
I'll learn my classification systems better, you know. It's a whole fucking etymology.
If I was
there.
ever a stripper at a gay bar, my name would be Homo erectus.
That's too easy, man. Too
Yeah,
easy.
that's too scientific.
Have you ever been to a strip club?
I've been to 2 straight strip clubs, no gay strip clubs.
Mine would be Maximilian Mounds.
Maximilian.
That's
too-
fantastic.
That's long.
That is fantastic. I still hate you, but I like you a little
There
more.
we go.
now.
What about the spin doctor?
The spin doctor.
What are you spinning
For a
on?
for a stripper?
Strip
Oh,
name.
because you're on a
He's
pole.
thinking
I guess
about-
like a lot of gay strip clubs are more like just on a bar,
Uh-oh.
so you don't have the pole.
What about?
But good thinking. Good thinking. Good thoughts. Good thoughts, Tom. Have you been to a strip club?
Yeah, I went to the one in Athens, Toppers.
Toppers.
Toppers?
I just went to
Yeah.
2.
That sounds like a gay bar.
It's pretty gross.
Yeah.
It's toppers on top and bottoms is the gay bar.
One underneath. That would
That'd
be
be-
fantastic.
that's
That's a really good business
It's a
idea.
perfect bisexual outing.
Yeah.
You go upstairs, downstairs,
and there should be a middle sex
a middle,
club.
It has
a middle orgy.
it has a-
You can go different
Absolutely.
floors. 'Cause it's
Yeah,
still
you don't
open
have to
policy,
stop.
Open
Yeah,
heart.
it has a dirt tunnel going straight to churches, which is kind of a euphemism at the same
Dirt
time.
tunnel of the church.
It's awful.
Hey, that's Athens for you.
Oh, no. Did
Go
you live in
Dogs.
Athens?
Yeah, I live there now.
Okay.
Or I will be living there. I'm moving in tomorrow,
Are you
actually.
being a graduate student?
No,
fuck
he's
no.
taking his 5th year
4.5. Thank you.
so far.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
We'll
It's
see.
it's not looking good.
There's no jobs out
Yeah.
there.
How many times are you taking the dirt tunnel to churches this semester? You think? I
Last
just
one was
accidentally brushed
3 or
towards
4.
me. Last 3 or 4.
Hours ago,
Hours
he's just burrowing out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm moving in tomorrow.
Do you think it's
You're moving
more?
in tomorrow?
Yeah, to
Is
churches.
your farewell? Oh, churches.
Jared, is it more gay to kiss one dude a day for 3 days or 3 dudes in one day?
It's all gay.
No, like on the gay level.
It's all real gay. It's all the same.
Like if it's a gay histogram.
Okay, if you were asking Katy Perry this, what do you think she would say?
She'd probably say like, "Baby, you're fine."
She has that song, I Kissed a Girl, and I liked it.
Well-
So change the genders.
So she liked. Well, she's
and there
like,
you go. It's
she's
the
like
same
hot.
principle.
She's hot,
Yeah.
so it's different.
Well, what the dude could be hot. Change the gender. Just flip the gender.
Well, I'm not attracted to
Be
guys
a
though.
2018 movie
It's
and
2019 though.
remake. I know these were all 2018.
Crazy Rich Asians.
Crazy
Just
Rich
switch
Asians.
the genders. Yeah.
Blue Valentine,
Wasn't
Ant
Yeah.
movie.
Blue Valentine?
Ant Man. I don't know what we're talking
Uh,
about. You said
Blue
movies.
Valentine?
Yeah.
No, that was Blue Jasmine. That Woody Allen
Yeah.
movie. Yeah, that was really
50-50.
50 Shades of Gay.
That's a porn.
Is it really?
I'm about to say it's
Oh,
gotta be.
absolutely.
It's gotta be at this point.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Anything that remotely rhymes with gay
With
is
gray.
gonna be
Or with gay.
just anything that could like
Today is
Or-
your gay.
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I bet that's one out there.
Yeah.
Gaining day. I don't know. Training gay.
Training
There it
gay.
is. I flipped it.
50
You got
first
there.
gates.
51st
Not the
gays.
gates.
Just
Not
clean it
51st
out.
gays.
Yeah, it's just a
This has
straight
been a
dude
very
fucking
gay
50.
podcast.
Yeah, it really has.
Dudes. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I like TV. I didn't get my answer to your
Oh,
question.
yeah.
Oh yeah. What's your favorite TV
Yeah,
show?
what's
I
your
love
favorite
Barry. I've been obsessed with that. I've been trying to make Tony talk to me about it.
What
and he
channel
won't.
does that come on?
HBO.
HBO.
Oh,
Channel
like
7.
HBO.
Subscribe to HBO today.
HBO gay. HBO Go.
My favorite TV show it was Game of Thrones before they fucked it up. And
When
then
did they fuck it up?
Season 7.
Season's like half part of season 7. I'd say if you they
Well,
had
how much of this podcast have you two talked about Game of Thrones?
When
got?
they ran out of
Good bit.
source material.
yeah, that's a pretty good bit.
Yeah.
But my other
It's
favorite
mostly
TV
just us
show.
crying about a weird dragon TV show. Is this
Yeah.
podcast?
Yeah, I love Scrubs. I love that
Scrubs.
show.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of look like Zach Braff.
Yeah. You look like Zach
Jake-
Braff, who was like a lot uglier and more of an otter.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Zach Braff's an otter.
I've always been told I look like Turk.
Turk,
That's what I was.
he's black.
I mean,
So
You don't. You're not black, Mitchell.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
no. I wonder how many times I said, "Oh no." When you edit this podcast, let me know.
I'm not.
I'm not going to listen to it.
I'm gonna do
Tony
a.
does not
How
edit
did-
these
I'm gonna do
podcasts.
a blanket edit. I'm just gonna edit the audio to sound kind of alright.
No, he's
Is
doing
that a
a no
glass in your
counter up
pocket?
in the top right corner.
Yeah, that would involve work. I like the first season of Twin Peaks.
Cool.
David Lynch.
You like
Wow.
the scene with
That's
where the midget
original.
talks like he's like,
Sorry,
"Wow,
that
what
you
is he
like Bill
on?"
Hader.
Yeah.
What? What's wrong with that?
No, what's wrong with liking Twin Peaks?
I mean, I was gonna bequeath you a present soon, so
Is it-
maybe I won't.
Is it Twin Peaks?
Yes, it is Twin Peaks original VHS.
Oh, for my VHS player I left in Statesboro.
Yeah, but
I
now
got you.
it is. He's kind of
Season 2 was shit though.
I'm kind of moving towards Mitchell now.
I got the VHS.
I still.
On
The
Blu-ray.
gaydar is now pointing towards Mitchell.
Yeah.
Scorpion King 3 on Blu-ray is what I got
King
you.
3? Oh.
It's my favorite movie ever.
Is it?
Have you seen the CGI scene
That's
with The
your
Rock?
favorite movie ever.
Is that the worst? Is that like the worst CGI like scene
Yeah,
in like the history of
it's
movies?
one of them, yeah. There's a cool new series on YouTube where it's like, I don't know if it's new, but these guys who are like CGI.
It's called Smosh.
Yeah.
It's a fun new channel.
Yeah.
Or
Fucking love
advertising
that
for
show.
other
Food
folks.
battles. You ever remember those?
Food Fight 2020.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's probably a Food Fight 2019.
Dude, they're gonna milk that for all it's worth.
Oh,
so
yeah.
There's probably tons of them by now.
What in the living fuck are you talking
Pink
about?
Frosted Sprinkle Donuts.
You
Baby.
never watched Smosh?
No.
Wow, that was like
Yeah.
OG 2007
Yeah.
YouTube.
I used to watch Fred, like legit, and like
Yeah.
not ironically either. I used to like it. You know Fred?
No.
You don't know Fred, the
No.
high-pitched kid?
You had to have watched YouTube in its like early stages at some point.
Probably.
What do you mean?
I remember watching a lot of John Roberts early comedy.
Who?
John Roberts, he voices.
Oh, I
Linda
remember
Belcher.
watching videos on 18th century literature on YouTube.
John Roberts, he voices Linda on Bob's Burgers. He's a comedian.
Linda's a girl.
Yeah. But he
Men can't
does-
voice girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the
We
whole
all
cast
know
of
that.
Bob's Burgers is.
Bart's a little boy, voiced
Yeah.
by a little boy.
Yes.
Linda's a woman, voiced by a
That
woman.
man, that's not a woman, that voices Bart, has not won any Emmys for voicing Bart either.
Okay, good.
You know,
He
Ash,
doesn't deserve them.
Ash is voiced by a girl.
Ash catch them?
Yes.
No, Bart is, Bart's voiced by a woman, right?
Yeah, that's
Oh.
why I specifically
Yeah,
picked him.
yeah. I don't know if you're just being a little shithead again. I don't
I
know.
usually am.
I hate you. That's all I'm learning from this conversation.
No.
Everybody.
Now, when you
love
go back and listen to this podcast, you can just like.
Do you
hate me
think I'm
more.
gonna listen to this?
You think I'm gonna listen to this? You think anybody's gonna listen?
Tony
to this?
says edit is a very broad term
Yeah.
about this.
I do a blanket edit over the audio, and when it's good, I throw it on YouTube, and then
Where else can your
Forget
So
about
far, so
listeners hear your
good.
podcast?
you can find this podcast on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts. Throw in keyword ZestyBoyz.
And you will find us right there on the top
Make
search
sure-
result.
Why are you
Make sure to
advertising to
download.
people already watching?
Make sure to download the podcast.
Why are you telling them where to find you?
And I'm gonna talk like I'm on NPR for the rest of the show.
Everybody, I hope you will recommend this show to your friends and your family, mothers specifically. We want more mothers watching this show.
We're trying to get a bigger mommy audience
Yeah.
on the Zesty podcast, so moms
Mhm.
out there.
And maybe some daddies.
Maybe some daddies
Maybe
for
some
Jared.
daddies. Maybe
We're-
some otters.
we'll
I am
put-
on Facebook.
I'm gonna put Jared's phone number right here, and daddies, call Jared, and I guarantee you,
need some money
he will have sex with you.
for money.
Once we reach 300 subscribers.
How can a plant be illegal, man?
Is that a segue to that?
I want to talk about weed. Thanks for tuning into this episode of the Zesty Podcast. It was pretty in shambles for a
Yeah,
long
you know.
time. We covered a lot of ground.
I feel like we diversified this
Yeah,
episode.
we really like built the community of straight and gay
Mhm.
people. It's a lot stronger of a nation. I feel like
Yeah.
after this podcast.
Did I
Would
take you
say?
too much off the rails?
I don't know.
Are we fine?
No,
I should probably listen to a podcast.
The
before I go
rails
on
were
it.
going gay as soon as we booked you as a
Oh,
guest.
that's great.
It was like straight to gay town,
Yeah.
funky town,
Straight
Fort
to
Worth,
Funky Town,
Texas.
Yeah,
Hey man,
yeah.
that's just how it goes.
Yeah. Well, to conclude this podcast, my name is Tony Shire,
And I'm Mitchell Stonehand's Gun.
Oh, I'm Jared O'Connor.
and thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next one.
We love you.